What's going on, guys? It's Bilo. I'm coming back again with another Kemper related video. The ToastMe KPA MIDI Editor, which is on Facebook, a group of people, a community of 653 people, was created by Damien Greta, right? And this tool allows you, with the use of a USB to MIDI cable interface into the back of your computer, allows you to have full, complete, through MIDI, control over your parameters, settings, and various things on the Kemper. And so, as you see right here on my screen, my little ToastMe interface, I'm connected, I'm on browser mode, the tuner is available, all with the click of a mouse. I don't have to do anything other than that, right? Turning on and off pedals, going to a pedal, and then actually deciding what I want it to be. All completely done very quickly and very easily using this ToastMe KPA editor. This essentially gives me the utility function of being able to on the fly make changes without having to be on top of my Kemper, right? Using a wireless setup through my Strandberg, which is this line 6 G10 right here. And the only thing that's connected is my headphones, a cable. I'm able to do everything I want to while sitting on the couch or sitting in the studio while the Kemper is somewhere else, and be able to have complete control over the entire unit, including its profile functionality, right? So all of the input, output controls are there. Turning on and off specific things like C.A.B and EQ, placing the EQ in the front and the back. All the tricks are available to you using the reverb, the balance aspect of the reverb, to get that washed chorus modulated trick effect, right? All of that's there, okay? And this is easily, without a question, the most usable and not only recommended, but I believe required pieces of equipment that you need in order to make your Kemper experience that much better and that much more enjoyable, and utilization of things, instead of having to click and push buttons and all that kind of fun stuff on the Kemper face. With that being said, okay, the second thing that I use for my Kemper enjoyment and output, right, is the actual cab aspect, right? Using the Two Notes Torpedo Cab gives me control over my sound, right? And so on my Two Notes Torpedo Cab pedal, I have presets of different 2x12s, different 4x12s, different situations, Voxes, Fender-esque, and like Marshall or Rev style cabinets, right? And primarily I use this one for almost all of my settings, and these are the settings, as you can see on the screen, that I use primarily for every tone that I get. So let's have a listen to that. So right now we're actually using a from the rig exchange, and that's the thing, right? When you have control over your cab situation by using the Two Notes Torpedo Cab, you're no longer limited to the crappiness of the profile of the guy who profiled. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but trust me on that, right? And I can demonstrate that for you here shortly. I literally am going to use a Marshall tone here, the MJVM2 Orange 11, from the rig exchange, which is okay, But when I defeat the cab that came with that profile and I add my Two Notes Torpedo Cab, it just sounds like amazing. It's amazing, right? So let's give a listen to that right now. Let's defeat the cab. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually just, because the way I'm using my Two Notes Torpedo right now is actually through the X block. So it's running through the effects loop. But if I go to the rig exchange, I think if I just use the actual cab, or the actual profile, it will have its own cab. There we go. So this is what the profile sounds like without my cab thing. Okay, not bad. I'm not mad at you. And it's just not for me. And so when I use my version of that profile, which includes the actual two-note thing, right? To me, it's absolutely a whole different world. It's just a whole different world. It's not even comparable. Yeah, huge difference. And the Two Notes Torpedo Cab, like algorithm, whatever you want to call that, whole modulated simulation situation where you're moving the cab around, you're moving the mic around, and you're changing the room that it's in, and the amount of like reverb that the room is generating, the reflections going on there. It, for my ears, makes the Kemper sound real, like really, really, really real, right? Like whenever I plug this finished product tone, you know, like headphone out from the Kemper or whatever, or XLR out into my Headrush powered amp thing, you know what I'm talking about, the FRFR. Oh my God, it's so loud. It's so amazing. It sounds so real. It's the real deal, right? And so all I'm saying is two things are absolutely critical to your Kemper game. KPA ToastMe Editor. Absolutely critical. If you don't have that, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. If you're turning knobs and plugging in a keyboard into your Kemper, you're doing it wrong. Use the KPA ToastMe Editor. Get you a USB to MIDI cable off of Amazon for $20. Plug that into the back of your Kemper. Plug that into the back of your computer. Download the software for free off of YouTube, not YouTube, but it's Facebook. And then, okay, to take your Kemper game to the next dimension, to the next level, to the next conceivable limit, right, to the next conceivable threshold, right, you got to get the Two Notes Torpedo Cab. And so if you have a powered Kemper, get like the Two Notes Live or the Two Notes Studio, right, where you can have the attenuation going through it, right, where it's turning it down. Or like me, if you don't have a powered Kemper, get the Two Notes Torpedo Cab pedal. That thing will run you $4.99, maybe $4.50 if you're lucky, right? Plug that into the back of your Kemper and start messing with the cab. Start messing with the IR. Start A-B'ing the tones. This versus that. This versus that. Move the microphone. Put a different microphone in there. Or do like I did. Get the Rev. Get the cab, you know, the Rev 4x12, and get you, you know, the microphone, the SM57 that comes with it. Copy my settings. Put that in the effects loop of your Kemper profiler, right? Assign that to block X, and then I have actually a alter ego TC electronic delay pedal after the cab, right? So here's what it sounds like, that delay pedal that is. For my delay, I use the TC Electronic Alter Ego V2, right? And it's on the EP, I believe, EP1 setting. And very long ago, when those first came out, I settled on that being my delay, my forever delay. And so that's what I use as my forever delay, no lie. And so I'm running through the effects loop of the Kemper, right? The Two Notes Torpedo Cab, and immediately following that, the actual delay of the Alter Ego, and then back into the Kemper. And that completes my tone. So you heard some metal tones. Let's go to a different tone. So using the rig manager, we'll pick a nice clean tone, right? And then I, again, have full control over the cab using the torpedo and full control of the actual settings and presets themselves using the ToastMe situation. Yeah, so that's kind of, in a nutshell, the gain and the clean that you could expect to get